So, here we are at the start of what will be rather large road trip at the moment. I've woken up. It is about 9:45 in the morning, Saturday, 24th, I believe. I have no idea. So, the road trip is starting pretty much now. Gonna get dressed, gonna set up cameras and get the bag more packed than it already is, and head off. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I've already done all the pre-trip shit. Did that the other day. We've now got the bike kitted up, ready to go. Just warming it up now. I filled up with fuel the other day, so now it's just an hour before my first stop, I think. This trip, no, actually, fuck that. This adventure has been one of them experiences where you just have to have done it, really. They always say never meet up with people that you met online. And that's usually true. And that was true, up until a couple of years ago, where the internet is such a big thing now. However, this trip was kind of a middle finger to that. Now, for a little context, I met Callum, or as I knew him, for quite a while, it was Calbeenios. I met him on Armour Reforger back in December and we hit it off. Great, it was all good. Killing people daily, good fun, as you do. And we sort of hit it off and became good friends. After a while, he sort of mentioned it was his birthday, and his birthday was pretty damn close to mine. And he was turning 30, having a big old party, and, or should I say, as he put it, a funeral for his 20s, which I thought was pretty sick because I was turning 20. And I said, I could probably come down to it because the dates were pretty close, much to his missus' annoyance. Sorry, Meg. And that's what this adventure was really about. Breaking the norms and showing that people online aren't actually always complete cunts. That's just it. And that some people you meet can actually be really quite good friends. Well, become quite good friends.
I'll go that way. Down. Not in the way that you hold me. It's not in the way that you have. Not in the way that you playing so fast. Not in the way that.
So I've stopped. I'm about an hour and a half into the journey, about 100, just shy of 90 miles ish. I'm in England though. I had to stop. I needed a break. My legs started to hurt. I needed a drink, and I had to check the bags were all still attached and such, but yeah.
sheep. Then I'm gonna have to that. Put a hand in your head to get long in the back. Sounds like an MGO. Back in 94, you know. Through my soul, it sounds like the radio. Sounds like a damn good time. Turn up the neon lights and every bitty button.
So I've just stopped in at a place called Breton Motorcycles, which is in Breton. It's by Chester, to look at getting a new seat for the Harley. Not for this trip, but just so I had a price, and I know they had something in. My God, is it a pain to find for this year. It's got to be the female coupling on the front to actually go on. Everything else beyond that's fine. But my God, the warehouse and all this of this place is fucking massive. They have parts upon parts upon parts upon parts, bikes upon bikes and bikes, all different levels of, how good the parts are and all that sort of stuff. But even still, my God. So, I suppose we should get back on the road. Fucking Clarkson's farm ain't gonna get to itself.
No idea if they're green or not. Fucking hell, now, though. Oh, it's the M6. I don't know what I expected. Oh, I don't know what I expected. It's the fucking M6. Oh. Brilliant. Oh, hello, coppers.
Now, as is pretty fucking usual, the M6 was bloody blocked. Coming onto it, and as you can see in the clip, I mean, we're getting on and we're not even hitting the on-ramp yet. I did filter a little bit, but there was a copper to the side, and I was not going past these two trucks because, well, I don't have a death wish, funnily enough. Nobody filters through two lorries like that. Just, you don't do it. Nah, I'm alright. So, yeah, as per usual, the M6 was bloody blocked. You'll never guess this, the M6 was fucking blocked. I'm not even surprised. but I had to pull over and let the bike cool down because I was sat there and we weren't really moving. So I've pulled over. I can have a drink and a stretch, and then obviously the bike can cool down.
Bathroom options, they ain't pausing. I need a credit card that's got no limits and a big bus under the bathroom in a mile like number 37,000 feet.
Coming up now, you can see quite nice roads, and this is just by, I want to say Chadlington, Chipping Norton Way, because I weren't too far now from where Clarkson's farm is, which is currently the destination, but all of a sudden, either the back or the front just gives out. Not fully, I managed to catch it again, but it was just some crap in the road, but it was a brown pants moment, if you know what I mean. Holy shit. Going along and all of a sudden you're jolted and it feels like you're going to die. I managed to save it and almost clipped the curb, but didn't. So, quite happy with that. But, yeah.
That was Caleb!
So finally, after God, I don't know how many hours and all that. I made it to Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat Farm Shop, which is fucking, like, I got here a little bit ago, so I've just been, you know, I went in, I got myself some of the Hawkston cider, because obviously I had to. But I tell you what, I get why this is an area of outstanding natural beauty, and I'll show you now. But fuck it hell, all the cars here. You know, there's a few bikes, don't get me wrong, but he's not really a bike, you know. But motors, there was just all sorts here. I got here a bit late. There's only, you know, a couple of us left. But even still. Well, that's Diddley Squat Farm Shop. I fucking made it, you cunts.
Now, I've got to say, I quite enjoyed Diddley Squat Farm and being there. Don't get me wrong, should have got there earlier, and I did try. It was just surprisingly difficult. I only stopped once every hour, and even then for only sort of quarter an hour, just to sort of stretch and what have you. It was still cool. I mean, it was a beautiful place, for one. I would so go back again, but I would definitely go earlier in the day.
Yes.
And try and just enjoy it a bit more. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. It looked cool, but I'd missed a lot of the things because it was later in the day, which it just happens. It just happens like that sometimes. So, well.
Oh, that's it.
The birthday boy!
You big game. How's that going now? I'm stuck. Yeah, you need to put it around it. Right. He's the fucker who makes me drink fucking fucker Johnny. God. Fucking hell.
So it's currently Monday morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Sunday I didn't do a lot. Saturday you saw was a big day. Now we're just on the ride back, and then yeah, I think that's about it really. On the ride back.
So, the party, as you saw, we had a damn good time. I'll admit, I don't remember all of it, but I remember some.
and the parts I do were a belter of a time. I then proceeded to spend all of Sunday, which you don't see, pretty fucked up and not really moving. You know, head spinning and all the usual. That said, on Sunday, about 1 o'clock, we did go for a Sunday roast. It was fucking massive, all in one big Yorkshire pudding, absolutely lush. After that, started feeling fine, but Cal on the other hand, not so. Completely swapped feelings, and I've gone from absolute fucking shite to him feeling quite shite and me not too bad. You know, so I'm not really complaining. Now for Cal, but a little bit more Meg. Hopefully y'all are watching, and I appreciate you guys being so hospitable and letting me crash on your sofa for the weekend. I know, I was a complete stranger, and it was probably very nerve-wracking having someone you'd never met to all of a sudden come down for a weekend and crash on your sofa. But the both of you were fucking amazing all weekend, and couldn't have had a better and more hospitable time, really. You know, circling back to the party now, though. Every single person I had spoke of had heard of me. Every single person I had spoke of had heard of the nutter who rode a 30-year-old Harley 300-something miles halfway across the country to meet a complete stranger and party with them. But, you know what? At least I was the talk of the town, and I'm not complaining. That all said and done, it was one hell of a trip, and I couldn't have done anything better for a weekend and that close to my birthday. I met amazing people and had a pretty damn good fucking time while doing so. Would I do it all again? Fucking 100%. Yep, that's right, you heard it right, Meg, I'm coming back. And for Cal, you won't care. We'll get pissed up and have a good time and play fucking dice probably, so, yeah.
The railway belongs to the right.